Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be the first to welcome you back to the illustrious and wonderful podcast of Games with John and James. I have decided that for today's episode, I am going to be speaking to you in the form of a very properly etiquetted man.
And I'm going to talk like this the whole time. I'm John. How you doing, Jimmy?
God fucking damn it.
What? What happened? What did I do? You going to tell me what I did? You going to tell me what I did, Jimmy?
Stop touching yourself as you look at me.
No. You like this. You said so the other night.
Oh, no.
See, when you let me cut loose, this is what happens.
Oh
my God. This is why I drink. So this stops. Anyway.
Hi, everybody.
We're going to cut. We'll keep some of that.
No, this whole thing is saying. This is
God,
my episode.
This is your episode. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an alcoholic.
You have to hold yourself on my edits because you know it just gets put on the everything.
I'm going back to the doctor for my second penis installment. Wish me luck, guys. I'm trying to just put landmines everywhere for you. I hope you appreciate that.
So last episode, we actually started a miniseries about fallen franchises, and we spoke about Sonic.
Because of course we did, because I'm here.
Really good starting point. And honestly, and this is actually episode 9, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and episode 9 of what again? Because I don't think we introduced ourselves.
Oh, yeah. 1 second.
Hi, I'm John.
I'm James.
Hi, don't buy my style, you piece of shit.
Fuck you.
I'll go hard like a motherfucker. What voice is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to use it from now on. I love Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's your future child's voice.
Oh, Rock, why do you sound like that? I don't
know. Oh, man.
Yeah, my son's name will be Rock Howard Anderson. And you're listening to a gaming podcast, so you know who that is.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no? He'll grow up to kill me, and it'll be awesome.
So, I'm James, everybody.
And I'm John.
And this is episode 9 of Games with John and James.
Almost hitting the X.
I know, right? We've almost hit double digits. And thank you to everybody who has taken the time to listen to us. We wanted to give you a special treat for episode 9. John and I haven't actually done a true review of a video game.
Yeah, for all of the thoughts that we have shared and all the stuff that we've just talked about, we have not actually reviewed a game.
So we figured this would actually be a good time for us to do that. So if you remember a while back, John challenged me to describe a game without comparing it to others. So I am bringing that challenge back to him in this game that we will be reviewing. He cannot compare it to other games. I can, but he can't.
I like how automatically I'm just kind of like, it's The Binding of Isaac, but with hotter characters.
So the first game we actually wanted to review for you was a blockbuster of a game.
I'm sorry, I have to chime in. The Bondage of Isaac. That's the porn parody.
Oh, man.
All right, please continue before I, do the voice again.
So the first game we're going to review is actually Hades. So Hades initially released on PC, then released on the Switch, and here this year released to every console under the blue moon. Mm-hmm. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series
Nokia
X.
N-Gage.
I mean, hey.
They put like Doom on phones. Might as well do that.
Exactly. I mean, heck, I can play the Final Fantasy suite on my phone now.
You disgust me.
You're not a JRPG purist. Get out of here.
You play it on your phone? Get out of here.
You're not a real gamer.
Remember, you're not a gamer unless you frickin', gatekeep.
So, Hades was developed by Supergiant, and it is their best game they've ever released. It seems like they've created a formula, and every game they keep releasing is just better and better until we hit Hades.
We talked about iterative design in what episode a while ago? I think that is a testament that for me, as I play this, I'm like, oh yeah, they put out the same game 5 times and they're all great.
So it's
Pyre only. Follow my Twitch.
So with Hades, you play as Zagreus. You take on the role of Hades' son, and you're tired of being in the underworld. You don't want to do it. You're like, basically, fuck this. This is not my job. And you're trying to escape the underworld. And as you play it, there are 3 areas. You have the first level where you're going to fight one of the Fury sisters as the final boss.
The one that everyone on the internet is very much a fan of.
So that is Tartarus, right? Tartarus is level 1, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And then so area 2 is Asphodel, and then area 3 is Elysium, and then area 4 you're trying to escape. And
the gates of hell. And your mom's house is right outside. That's where your mom lives.
So the game is a roguelite, and you get to actually experience Greek mythology as a story with British voice acting.
We talked about this before. The skeleton friend has like a New York accent, and I'm just kind of like, okay.
Alternate dimensions collide.
Also, just another random thing as I remember this game. I like how the character designers said, make everybody hot. Okay, so what are we going to do for actual Hades? I don't know, evil Santa. Black Santa.
With like the deepest voice ever.
Exactly, Black Santa.
You dare, Zagreus.
You give me these trifles? But yes, thank you.
I appreciate it. Now get the fuck out of my face.
Love you too, Dad.
So the game starts off.
I think content warning, because holy shit, that's not a good relationship with anyone.
No, if your relationship is like Hades and Zagreus, is abort that relationship, dive out of your family, emancipate yourself, and run.
You have to escape Hades yourself. Holy shit,
man. Real life Hades, my life.
Oh God.
Oh, dude, that's
just Life is Hell, the comic made by Matt Groening.
Oh, that's so dark.
All right, let me go back to the clip. Somehow that's funnier.
So the game, when you initially start it, you're punished. Like it's virtually impossible to
hell.
advance. Well, yeah, it is hell, but it's impossible to advance up to the final floor unless you are like a god at these kind of games, which some people are that good. Kudos to them. I am not one of them.
Feel free to leave a link if you've actually seen that, because holy shit.
That would be really cool. I am not one of them. So you always die, and you come back, and you get silly dialogue with all of the secondary cast. You have
the entire pantheon of every Greek god in front of you. You talk to your stepmom, you talk to Achilles, you talk to Deusa, you talk to the Furies, you talk to Dad, you pet Cerberus on his head.
Don't forget Hypnos, the biggest
Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. Whatever.
Oh man. So the cool part about the game, one of the really cool mechanics is honestly the level up mechanic. It's you're empowering your character how you want. You can literally build it how you want, play how you want. You can be like, well, I want to base my build off of this or off of this. And when I say build, as you're escaping the dungeon, the true pantheon of gods, not the underworld side of it, are trying to help you escape because they think you've been held prisoner from them. They're like, I'm going to help my nephew.
And what's interesting about that is that there's so much of the actual kind of like, scuttlebutt with like the pantheon of gods, because they were like, the Greeks had it right. Like they, imagined them as just people with powers, right? And so that's why when you go into certain rooms and stuff and you can get favors, it's like, if you fight Ares, I'll give you this. It's like, okay.
So it's real, like the level up process is cool. And then we'll get to the level design. So it's an isometric top-down roguelite game.
A bit busy for my liking person. That's my first real critique. Like it's beautiful, but sometimes things can get lost in the shuffle for me.
It definitely, like, sometimes the level backgrounds and, like, the textures and everything can be a little overwhelming because especially sometimes the colors overlap where, like, the mob colors are also the background colors and it just feels like, whoa. But as you progress...
What you're saying is this game sucks.
End of review. Fuck you, Hades.
I couldn't see my sword go through that skeleton and I died. Fuck this game. That sounds like a Steam review. Holy shit.
Oof. But as you progress, you're eventually going to fight your dad. You're going to fight Hades.
Just like real life.
Fuck you, Dad. I'm taking you out. I'm finally bigger than you.
I just opened a beer. I'm not going to be like my dad.
So you beat him. And then you finally, like, you're free and you meet your actual mom. So you have to progress back through all over again multiple times to where finally mom comes back to the underworld. So if I didn't say it at the beginning, you're getting a shit ton of spoilers in this.
I was about to say, dude. Also, awesome for Zagreus to get 2 mommies.
me.
Also, I like, in my mind, I'm imagining this as like an actual parallel in real life, where it's like, leave your abusive household and bring back your mom. It's like,
Oh no.
but also imagine like a lesser game. It's like new mom unlocked.
So that's as far as
Ugh.
I will spoil on that.
Okay.
Combat, it's very manic and fast paced. It's action style hack and slash combat. You get to make your build however you want because there are multiple weapons. You have sword, spear, shield, bow and arrow, gun,
Yeah.
knuckles, like the fisticuffs.
I was gonna say, we talked about Sonic. You get his gloves with the little spikes on it.
Sonic, Hades.
Oh God, Hades the Hedgehog. Google search, please.
Oh no, it's there. You know it.
Zagreus the Hedgehog. I'm sure he's just smoking.
Oh no. Oh God.
I like how these podcasts have like colored a lot of people's perceptions of me. I'm sure, where we talked about Guilty Gear, and I'm like, oh yeah, you get some hunky boys too, and they're like, what?
James is that mild mannered JRPG guy. He's a cool guy, and John is. Oh wait, isn't John the furry Sonic loving dude that has sex with Sonic dolls?
That loves muscly men, and how dare you tell people that? I told you that in confidence.
Ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
that's not real. I'm going to say that right now. I can let as many jokes come out because we're just talking here. I don't do that. I never have done that, and the more
Oh no.
it's getting dangerously close to thou doth protest too much. But seriously, no, I will gladly tell you what I do.
His line in the sand is furry sex.
Sure, we'll call it that.
Oh man.
Anyway, so Hades.
So it's go through the levels. There's a mini boss. Then you fight the boss of the floor, moving on, right? There's a couple different mini bosses you can fight in each one, and you get to guide your own path.
I like that a lot about the game, actually, where, like, how you mentioned, because it is a roguelite and you're meant to die and repeat, live, die, repeat. Hey, that was a good movie. It's meant to facilitate that kind of stuff, unlock new perks, get new weapons, try out new things, and basically prioritize your style of play. And I really appreciate that. The one thing, and this is just me jumping into critiques again, this is just a conversation we're having. I don't want to interrupt. But it almost, when I started playing it, it felt very overwhelming because you're like, okay, what if I pick it wrong? What if I like a certain build and can never get it again?
It kind of front loads everything when you think about it versus like easing you in a little bit. It's like, boom.
It literally drops you in, expects you to die, and you come out of the pool of blood.
And so another really good thing about the game, the voice acting. The voice acting, it felt like the people behind it were actually vested, which was awesome. The dialogue is witty. There's a lot of funny moments. I mean, at one point, you're speaking to the Minotaur, who's basically telling his partner in crime to shut the hell up and just fight.
His gay lover.
No, you will not listen. It's a very rewarding game to play. If you're a fan of very fast-paced, roguelite, hack and slash action, this will scratch every itch for you. And I think it's a testament to the success. They saw how successful it was on the Switch. You can literally go get this for your PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I mean, Supergiant, I'm pretty sure they got, a lot of cash, tucked away. So when Hades 2 comes out and it's a first-person shooter, don't be surprised. Oh, wait, that exists. It's called Doom.
Doom. How many times will you make it into our episodes?
Every one, if I can help it.
Kind of like the...
Oh.
I didn't do it.
Do you remember me? All right.
See, I didn't do it. I was polite.
Thanks.
And
you can tell I was leaning back in my chair.
So one of the cool parts of the game as well is after you have done a run through, you can make the game more challenging to how you want to play it. If you want to play it on a time limit, if you want to play it in the most punishing way possible, you can.
Or make it as easy as you want when you get that automatic bonus that I definitely turned on because I was like, ha ha ha, okay.
And then every weapon unlocks super weapons. Like, there's so much to the game after you beat it. Replayability. I looked the other day to be ready for this episode. On the Nintendo Switch, 294 hours into Hades.
God.
John.
I also think it's funny that we're talking about Hades and I say God.
John's face was literally. I haven't even sunk that much time into Sonic this year.
No, actually, other games, but.
So, my personal opinion: play this game. Pick this game up. It is under $30. I think the most you'll find it for is $29.99. It was on sale for Black Friday for like $15 in some places.
And because I'm a shill for Xbox, it's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, you can play it for free. Well, the subscription, whatever. You can also play
pseudo free.
Pseudo free. $10 a month gets you access to freaking just $10 alone. Hades is worth it, and then you can also play a little game called Undertale.
I'm secretly beginning to think that John works for Microsoft. Daddy Bill Gates is smiling every time he mentions Game Pass.
I'm just gonna step into the room. They know.
He's on to me. Enact Kill James.
No, I just put my freaking Spartan helmet on and I come in with my battle rifle.
We reenact that Killzone game.
Oh, you mean the Halo game? Because I said my Spartan helmet and battle. Okay.
Heyo.
I like how each episode I'm progressively getting more of a gatekeeping nerd. Like, if you don't love Sonic, get the fuck out of my face.
Don't worry, Xbox is the king. Oh, yes, let me open my nipple patches. Sonic.
Xbox.
South Park cable.
Never do that again in front of me. Do it when the mics are off. No, I was going to say, like, Xbox Genesis, what Nintendo Genesis.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Vinny Vine Sauce. Love you.
We've definitely given it, we talked in depth about it when it comes to the characters, when it comes to things that we enjoy. I've definitely told you, like my thoughts and everything behind it. Like, John, like, how is your experience playing it? Like, give me how you felt.
Well, because you crowed about it for a lot. And so I was like, you know what? It's on sale on the Switch. I'm going to pick it up and see what it's all about. Because I like the game. I played it. I enjoyed it. The problem is it felt like it was too much. I said it was overwhelming at first. I still stand by that. I know that if I really did hunker down and be like, this is the game I'm going to play today, I can just, tear into that game, have a crazy good time with it. I think it's just a matter of like other things I want to do or other games I want to play. The core engagement is really good. And one of the things that I wanted to harken back to was, I think in the first episode or so, I mentioned how there are some games out there that are good, but you don't know why. And the reason why is I referred to it as a tight script. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so the tight script, and what that means is, as far as like, game development comes in, is that everything is an aspect to a core essential aspect to the design, and the narrative is reflected in that design and vice versa. So like, you could just have an isometric, thing that they've done before. Like you could just, go around with your swords or knives or whatever, get one weapon, do one thing, and just try to beat it, and it could be punishingly hard and whatever. They didn't do that. They enriched the entire world with so much story and character and reasons for those perks to be there, and, actual plausible reasons that engage you with the world and its characters. And that's how it's explored through gameplay. And that's great. Like, that's, again, a tight script. Everything, there's nothing wasted. They used every piece of the buffalo. You know what I mean?
The narration was there. That narrative drive was there, along with the mechanics drive. It was a very harmonious existence, which it's hard to find nowadays.
Yeah, like, because you'll usually find a game that does one or the other, or bad games that don't do any. But like, you can
Shaq Fu, we're looking at you.
You can either have a fighting game or you can have Shaquille O'Neal. Why not neither? But apparently that's what Shaq Fu was.
Shaq, we love you. Don't hate us.
Get a pizza. Anyway. Why do I imagine him like getting sweat off his head, like, get the shakaroni pizza. I ate like 5 today.
Oh no.
Someone take me to the pizza hospital.
I remember the old guy. I remember the first CEO. This is me now too.
John, whatever the hell your name is, you suck. It's my company now. Stop. I can hear the audience say it, so I'm saying it myself. Stop.
Rewind.
Okay. Great review. Great game, great review. 10 out of 10, love it. But do you have more to say? Because like, I can go on a little bit more, but I think, is there anything that you'd personally like kind of critique about the game, or did you just love it full stop, 100%?
So honestly, it's one of if not my most played game of this year.
Mhm.
I picked it up, I want to say I picked it up in March. Couldn't put it down, just kept playing and playing and playing. My backlog kept growing and growing and growing. So current JRPGs that come out, I still pick them up and they go in backlog. If it's a really good one that I'm super hyped for, so when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, that jumped up to next game in backlog.
Yeah, it's like everything stops. Next game in backlog, even when Final Fantasy VII came out?
Well, I had to finish the game I was playing.
You know?
I can't. So for me, my kryptonite is if I start a JRPG, I have to finish it, even if it is an ass game. I must finish it. Remy Lore, Lost Girl in the Lands of Yore, Trainwreck, arguably one of the worst JRPGs I have ever played. I want my time back.
I want my money back.
No, I don't want my money. It can stay in my collection. But I beat that game. And holy fuck was I hating my life. That was actually the game I was playing. And then the Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. And I was like, must beat. Oh God, thank you, beat it. Oh, there's other content. I don't care. Abort.
It's like eating bran. You know what I mean? Like you gotta eat your vegetables first before you get to dessert.
So we talked about praises of Hades. Remember how I
don't know who eats bran for dessert, but whatever.
That sounds painful.
Just solid bran.
Goes down hard and leaves hard.
Make a game about that. Oh wait, they probably already did.
Oh God. Bran flakes. See how fast you can poop.
Super colon blow. See how long you can hold it in.
Diseases. The game.
Oh, it's called Pandemic.
Ayo.
Oh wait, we lived through one of those.
It's still here, but
now it's a transformer. So look out! It's in disguise.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get banned. We're gonna get kicked off of every platform. Like, you're spreading misinformation about the coronavirus. Shut the fuck up.
Oh dear Lord.
All right, out of reality into video game land.
Diving back. So you look at even Zenjin, and I made mention of how shitty this Hades pseudo clone was. It was probably one of my worst experiences ever. I played that through before I moved on to another game. Hades kind of reversed it in a sense, because there'll come a point when you get through the mainline story and then everything else is just kind of icing on the cake, a little bit of gravy, right? I played through all of that. I beat all of that, and I was still playing this damn game. My goal, it still is to eventually come back to it. And the hardest mode you can play this game on, which is max difficulty, set everything far right, pray to Jesus I can make it out alive, beat the game on that.
It's an admirable endeavor. And what you're describing a lot of things that I think, again, this is a callback. This is the most boomer thing we'll ever feel. What you're describing with the Zenjin game is like when you rented a game as a kid and it sucked and you're like, well, this is my weekend, so screw it. And you just play it anyway. But you're also describing the similar feeling where like you had that experience and then you went back to like a good version of that and you're like, oh, I need to play this just forever. This forever, please.
So my opinion, Hades, it's a 9.5 out of 10. It suffers a little bit in the vein of it can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes they push a little too much the mechanic of... So it's in every game, building relationships. They push that mechanic a little bit too much to build your relationships. It does pay off because in building a relationship, you get a lot of lore, you get a lot of history, you get a lot of story. And for all of Hades' amazingness with combat, the story is what drives that game. It's what keeps you engaged because you want to know more. Like, literally, in the game, if you want something super hilarious, you die, you walk in, you see your dad sitting at his desk doing his thing. You can stand there, do nothing for, I think it's like 10 to 15 seconds, and all of a sudden you start hearing Hades talking and going through his process of denied, granted, denied, I'll allow it. And it's hilarious because you see the shades like moving up and they're either like sucked away to Tartarus or they're going to Elysium.
He's King Yama from Dragon Ball.
It's hilarious. That was such a cool moment.
I never did that. Like I never stood in that area for long because I was like, okay, let's go, let's go. Like it's funny because we had two very unique experiences with this, and it's a testament to our character when it comes to what games we play and what we enjoy and how we even play them. I feel like I did myself a disservice because I saw I saw the writing on the wall, and I was like, I know what this game is going to do. Again, with that whole tight script and how everything is woven into the narrative and vice versa. And I'm just like, I just want to go to hell and beat some shit up. And like I feel like I'm playing the game wrong when I do that. Because sure, I can get like, just focus on, boosting me up, getting more powerful, upgrading my weapons. The one perk that I like the most, I'll just focus on that. And the rest is, trifles, whatever. But again, I feel like I'm depriving myself of a truly good experience when I play like that. And
so what you're saying is you will have to load up Hades here soon, even if it's just for 5 minutes, to stand there and watch the comedy unfold.
What's funny is like, how is there a thing that happens if you stay there too long? He's just like, what are you doing here? Is there anything like that?
I don't know. I've never actually experienced that. I've seen the shade thing. That was funny. The ghost in the kitchen that you build up.
Uh-huh.
You actually see him cutting up the meat and making food.
Nice.
They put
polish. It's true polish.
They put so much thought into that, and it is wonderfully appreciated. So,
like, you don't have, like, in a world where, like, I just finished Far Cry 6 over, like, the Thanksgiving holiday, and now that is a testament to the development across the globe, like developers in China, developers in Europe, developers in Canada, America, everywhere, teams of hundreds of people plugging away and making sure that this thing is a game. Note how I didn't say like a finely crafted game. I'm sure the people who work on it are true artisans of what they do, modeling, texturing, writing, the UI people, everybody down to like, making sure the leaves blow in the wind just right. All that stuff is a testament to a certain skill and a craftsmanship, but it does not feel like a finely honed and crafted experience. It feels like a product. I love that product, but it feels like a product. There is a very stark difference.
So, would you say people should play this game?
Absolutely, yeah. If you like character drama and just characters development and good dialogue and story, you'll get a blast out of it. If you like just high-paced, crazy combat, you'll love it too. And if you like both, fucking A, you got like your game of the year.
So, this is a game. Like, go purchase it. It's not expensive.
Download it for free on Game Pass.
It's not free. You have to pay for the Game Pass, dick.
Oh, such a tragedy. Access to hundreds of video games at a convenient price point. Who would want to do that?
Look, hey, you
I turn around and go, out the window.
He's like, thanks, Bill Gates.
And you see a sniper with a bee trained on me, like, good.
Good job. You can live today.
He just pulls the gun up like, yep, he's got it.
Oh my God.
I've actually played Max Payne 2 recently, and that happens in that game. There's someone like spying on his apartment. I'm like, oh shit. That's every freaking paranoid fanatic's dream. Well, nightmare, but still.
Fair. So do yourself a favor. Try this game out. If you love story, it's there in spades. If you're a fan of very well-polished voice acting, that is there in spades. If you're a fan of very twitch muscle-based, fast-paced, action-style combat, that's there in spades. If you're a fan of just silly jokes, because a lot of the humor in it's silly humor, that's there in spades.
If you like the idea of a Medusa, like a floating Gorgon head with a feather duster cleaning your room, that's cute. Yeah, it got that.
So he went from furry to snake lover.
There's that online too.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, Snape Snogger, I remember DeviantArt.
I'm going to take him to therapy. He will be missing for the next few episodes. I apologize in advance, everyone. He will get help.
It's my podcast, Mom. I'll do it.
Oh, no. So definitely, honestly, pick up the game. It's on every console, including PC. There's no excuse for you not to play this game. This is a little bit of a late review. So one thing John and I are going to try to do with reviews, if a game comes out here like next month, there's a few big blockbuster titles coming out.
Yeah, that's actually an episode topic later. Ho ho, teasing.
Ayo.
We're gonna there's plenty of stuff coming out like all the time. So if there is one of those moments where our interests kind of cross over, we'll be here to talk about it. And if we want to even hear just our own opinions on even games we just play, like shit, I just talked about Far Cry 6. Like I love that game. I beat it. I'm done with it. I can talk about it. You haven't, but like yeah. So expect more stuff like that in the future.
What I want to say is you're gonna start hearing us reviewing some upcoming games, like, you know, games we're hopeful for respectively. Like you're gonna hear that. Like this is honestly, this podcast has come full circle for me in the sense that I've got to talk about my past, I've got to talk about my present, my ridiculous over the top love for JRPGs.
No kidding.
And now,
and you say I'm the one who needs to go to therapy.
Look here, you Sonic furry.
It's my hedgehog, Ma.
I'll lick him.
I need to show you something after this. Anyway.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh.
No clarification. You do not qualify that statement at all. I just need to show you something after this.
All I can imagine is whoever listens to us is like, oh, God, is James okay? What did he show him?
Is there going to be an episode 10? We don't know.
Don't go into the light, James. No.
But his feet are there.
Oh, man. So you're
never gonna get reviews like this. Just so you know. Like, you can go to IGN and have them say why Deathloop is a 10 out of 10. You'll never come here and be like, you know, remember that time when we licked each other's feet? Oh, yeah, that was great.
So you're gonna hear some more reviews from us as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. What I'm gonna leave you with is something John and I have talked about for a while. We've actually put into play. So I've recommended games for him throughout the ages we've known each other.
Oh, this thing, yeah.
He's like, yes, oh, yes.
Yes, Freddy Freaka. Anyway.
So he's recommended games for me as well. So in recommending games for me, he's like, hey, if you try anything for any of the games that I recommend, play Dead Rising. So I actually picked that up, and I've actually started playing it, and I was like, you know what? I want you to try a JRPG. Beginning to end. Don't give up on me this time, damn it.
You see me breathing into a paper bag like...
So I actually recommended for him Lost Sphere.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go find it.
Oh, why? That's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, just like that penis and small one I need.
No, that's just small bitter fruit.
Blueberries. Shut up.
So we wanted to share that with you because we're actually going to talk about here probably after the holidays. That gives us both time to beat said games. We're going to let you know how we feel about it and what we would like from you. So on our Instagram, @GamesWithJohnAndJames.
Wait, we got an Instagram?
I know, right? Science!
This is episode 9 and this is how I'm finding out?
Obviously, John lives under a rock with his head tucked in between his legs as he's nursing his Sonic wounds for how bad Sonic is.
The show's over. Fuck this. I'm out. You talk about low-hanging fruit. That was just dirty. Just take the knife out and go back.
So, but Facebook's the same way. As you know,
we have a Facebook too.
God damn it! I hate you.
Hey, can I get invited to the Facebook?
Stop bringing your kid into this.
No, my name's Rocky. What's your name?
Ass.
Awesome. Ass is to wonder of awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's what we should Stop.
So, but you can find us there, as you know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, as we mentioned in the last episode, as well as Amazon Music. So we want you to recommend games you would like to see us play, respectively on our own or together, and we will talk about that. We want
Sonic games only, please.
Never. Don't.
I like to see my recommendations just be Mario games and more JRPGs.
Watch it be Echo the Dolphin.
That game is impossible and also terrifying. When I got to the final boss in that game, that scared the shit out of me.
That final boss makes you want to go into a corner and be like, Mommy!
Yeah, like when you're a kid and you're not expecting that, you're like, oh, wow. And people who've played it, they know.
Yeah. So definitely recommend.
If you know what we're talking about, post a picture, hopefully a GIF, so I can relive that terror every day.
Nightmare fuel. Echo the dolphin.
And it looks so nice, the happy dolphin.
So definitely recommend some stuff for us to play. So the more this goes on, the more we're going to be engaged with you as a listener. So keep feeding us so we can feed you.
And we can all be well fed.
So with that,
I'm John.
And I'm James. And this has honestly been our first review.
The definitive opinion on everything you think being wrong.
The moral of the story, if all you listen to is the very end, buy fucking Hades now.
TLDL, too long didn't listen. Buy it. Play it.
And if you don't, I punch John in the face.
For every copy not sold, I will punch him in the face once.
It's just like a time lapse of
It's that gif of that Kirby pillow just being socked in the face, like, oh my god, no!
It's just like rapid fire. Ah!
Kirby. I have to show you something after this.
Oh god, you have to give context.
Nope, nobody, no one gets it, no one at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man needs help.
We both do. We made a podcast. What the fuck are we doing?
So thank you all for listening. We look forward to episode 10.
Episode X,
which is also falling on Xmas week.
How dare you take Christ out of Christmas? You fucking...
Hey, it's like Futurama with Santa 3000.
Yes. And I'm his friend Jesus.
Zoidberg. Oh, this is for you.
All right, we're trying to wrap up here, folks. Stick with us. Hang with us. You've been here for about 30 minutes. You can deal with this shit.
So, episode 10, we're going to give you a little preview of that. It's actually going to be a Christmas special.
Hell
so
yeah. Every show has a Christmas special. This is ours.
Exactly. So stay tuned for ours. It will be a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you for episode 10. And with that, I'm James signing off. Yeah, Sonic Heroes.
That was a great time. You're singing all the time.
And that blob of flesh over there is John.
Emphasis on flesh. I have it.
Thanks for listening, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Take care, everybody. See you next time. This voice forever. Hope you like it. Again, stop. Okay, bye.